YouTube mistake number 2, falling prey to the paralyzing P's, part 1. Now, creating a successful YouTube channel is within the grasp of anyone who's willing to apply some basic strategies, work hard, and muscle through inevitable setbacks. Now, in a recent video, I discussed YouTube mistake number 1, imitation. You can click on the link above to refresh your memory. Today, and in a subsequent video I will upload next week, we are going to discuss YouTube mistake number 2, falling prey to the paralyzing P's. First, a quick shout out to all my friends and subscribers. And in case you're new to my channel, I am Paul McCoskey with Online Business Pro Solutions. If you'd like to subscribe, please remember to ring that notification bell. That way you won't miss out on any of my new videos. If you have any questions or comments regarding future content you'd like me to make videos about, please leave them in the comment section down below. And while you're down there, check out all the links that I provide for your online business success. Now, the greatest impediment to your success on YouTube will be, drum roll please, you. I'll use me as an example. Now, I recently moved to Oklahoma City and was driving around sightseeing when I noticed a sign in the distance that got me all excited. Quick backstory. As you more than likely know, since you're watching this video, I have a new YouTube channel, Online Business Pro Solutions, and I find myself constantly struggling with the self-discipline and motivation to produce new videos, and that's a real problem. But this tendency of mine to procrastinate rears its ugly head in virtually every other aspect of my life. So I've been searching for some type of remedy, some cosmic insight to cure me of this self-sabotage. Lo and behold, up in the distance, I see a billboard announcing the construction of a procrastination rehab center. Hallelujah! Now, this is what I saw as I drove up to the construction site. Apparently, I'm not the only one with procrastination issues. So, back on my own, I hunkered down and dug into the very real and extremely debilitating psychological roadblocks we conjure up that short-circuit our efforts to succeed at anything and everything. This, my friends, is what I learned. If your goal is to run a successful YouTube channel, then you need to get out of your own way. Self-sabotage manifests in many ways, but when it comes to establishing a successful online business, I have found there are 3 that tend to dominate and obliterate any chance you have at sustainable and scalable success. And they are procrastination, perfectionism, and what I like to call the party paradigm. That's the 3 paralyzing P's. Now, you may suffer from one, all, or a combination of these 3 forms of self-sabotage, but make no mistake about it, they will prevent you from succeeding if you let them. But on the bright side, you have the power to prevent them from taking control of your life. Now, this is not a psychology lecture, and we aren't going to get into your personal therapy and self-discovery. What we are going to do is discuss, over the course of these 2 videos, practical strategies you can use to prevent the paralyzing P's from disrupting your journey to online success. So what is procrastination? In a nutshell, it's the action of delaying or postponing something. The motivation for procrastination can spring from any number of other mental triggers, including but not exclusive to perfectionism and the pleasure paradigm. That's why I'm handling them together. But please understand, they are each their own special issue and must be dealt with apart from each other. So what is perfectionism? Now, that's a person's concern with striving for flawlessness and tying one's self-worth into a black and white spectrum, winner or loser, pass or fail. Now, what is the party paradigm? That's when you get caught up in an instant gratification mentality and prioritize making money over providing value. You discount the future for immediate rewards. You seek pleasure and avoid pain at all costs, even when the pain is necessary for your growth. Now, you can spend a lifetime trying to define why you procrastinate and or why you may be a perfectionist or a victim of the party paradigm. But what we want to start doing today is to take the steps necessary to prevent you from paying their hefty price. Now, a quick sidebar. This isn't going to be as easy as it may sound. All three of the paralyzing P's are coping mechanisms that we generally adopt at a very young age as a type of protective measure. So they have strongly insinuated themselves into our base nature and have become patterns of behavior. So it will feel counterintuitive to resist their allure. Now, the good news is, because these are patterns of behavior, they can be changed. And that is what we are now going to start putting into motion. There's a gentleman named James O. Prochaska. He's a professor of psychology and the director of the Cancer Prevention Research Center at the University of Rhode Island. He is also the lead developer of something called the Trans-Theoretical Model of Behavior Change. Yeah, I know that's a mouthful. But through his studies, he observed that people who have successfully made positive changes in their lives go through several specific stages. Now, depending on what documents you research, there are anywhere from 5 to 8 specific stages noted. For the sake of clarity and to bypass all the psychobabble, that we're only going to briefly look at 5 stages. And the only reason I want you to see this is for you to get an idea of where you are in this process, so you can better determine what steps you need to take first. The first stage is pre-contemplation. At this stage, you have no intention to change any behaviors in the foreseeable future. You might not even be aware that you have a problem. This is basically a denial stage. Now, I'm fairly certain if you are watching this video, you have passed through this stage and are aware or concerned that you may have some issues, more than likely regarding procrastination, because, and seems to be a problem most everyone can relate and admit to, at least to some degree. Perfectionism and the party paradigm take a lot more soul searching to reveal. Now, stage number 2 is contemplation. At this stage, you recognize there is a problem, but you haven't committed to do anything about it. It's similar to being warned by your doctor that you have heart health issues, but haven't firmly committed to giving up your ribeye steaks. Now, stage number 3 is preparation. At this stage, you have decided you need to do something. So you start researching and developing a plan of action. Now, it is critical that you don't skip this stage. According to James Prochaska, it's estimated that 50% of the people who bypass this stage will relapse within 21 days. Now, fortunately, these 2 videos will help you stay on track. And an important point to keep in mind, this plan of action needs to be focused on the original motivation for this self-improvement, and that is creating a successful YouTube channel. Once again, keep these videos handy because my primary goal is to help you stay on point and focused. Now, the 4th stage is action. At this stage, you implement the plan you've established in order to start modifying your suspect behavior. You will quickly discover just how serious you are about your self-improvement and your YouTube channel. Once you've got a handle on the issue at hand and are consistently following the steps of your action plan, the 4th stage, your action stage, will evolve into the 5th stage, which is maintenance. Now, this is the stage where you continue to practice your action plan and closely monitor yourself for relapses. Now, never fear, if you fall off the wagon, shake yourself off and get right back on. Use the mantra prescribed for addictive behaviors and take it one day at a time. Now, I'm going to stop here for now. This is a lot to take in, and I want you to kick this around for a little bit and work on a personal inventory. I've shared important links in the description section below for several quick and easy tests for all 3 of the paralyzing P's. Please note, for the party paradigm, I've included 2 tests. The first, Egoism versus Altruism, will give you an idea if you're more about the money than providing value. And the second, Goal Setting, will also help you get an idea if you're taking the long-term scenic route or the short-term party bus in life. Then, please review the 5 stages of behavioral change and determine at what point in this process you will be starting from. Now, I highly suggest that you use a journal and write everything down, including personal observations of your ongoing behaviors. This will be a valuable resource for ongoing self-improvement. Well, folks, that's a wrap for today. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you'll be notified as soon as I launch part 2. Now, this video today was important to lay the groundwork, but part 2 provides the strategies and action steps you need to fight through these paralyzing P's. And if you stick around through the entire video next week, I will provide you with the link at the end of the video for a great bonus. So, this is Paul with Online Business Pro Solutions signing off. Y'all have a great day, great week, and a golden future.